What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. It's been a few weeks since I filmed a rambling video, and it's because there's something that I wanted to share with you that I couldn't share with you because it involved people other than me, and it was fairly sensitive, and I was being advised from everyone in my life that I needed to stay quiet about it. But today I talked to the other people involved, and they all are in agreement that it's okay that I come forward and talk about this here on YouTube today. So bear with me. I have to say, I've kind of lied to you guys over the past few months because, not by saying anything that wasn't true, but simply by a lie of omission. There's something I wanted to share with you that I wasn't able to share with you. And that really sucks because I've always been a very transparent person, wanting to be transparent here on YouTube so that you guys can understand the trials and tribulations I go through, the stupid mistakes I've made, and how I recover from those mistakes and the other types of damage that happen to me. So I just want to start this off by apologizing by not doing this sooner or not being able to do it sooner. I'm really sorry. I never want to lie to you guys, and I certainly hope I never have to again, even if it's just a lie of omission. My marriage here on YouTube has been very public. I think every time I've made a rambling video, I've talked about my wife and the things that we are doing. I've talked about the travels we've made. Whenever I travel to meet you guys somewhere at a convention, my wife has always been with me. And I even proposed to her on YouTube. Our wedding video appeared here on YouTube. And, you know, it was pretty great being public with that because we shared all of the really good parts of our life. But just like anywhere else or anyone else on social media, I did not show the bad times. And our marriage was far from perfect. Me and my wife had one major issue that was persistent throughout the entire marriage, and that was my anxiety disorder, my clinically diagnosed PTSD. But more importantly, not just the disorder itself, but the stupid things that I would say and the stupid things that I would do when I was in the middle of a fight or flight attack. It was something that was very, very difficult for my wife to handle. It was something very, very difficult for me to handle. And it pretty much was this constant wedge just right between us from the day we met to the day we separated. And don't get me wrong, the relationship I had with my wife was the best relationship of my life. It was some of the best 7 years ever. And we did some amazing things. We traveled the country. We met so many of you guys. We met some of our favorite creators and some of our favorite entertainers. And we loved each other madly. We were madly, madly in love. But beyond the anxiety disorder, she was still dealing with my morbid obesity. She was still dealing with my chronic pain issues. And that stuff is hard enough for me to deal with, you know, but I have no choice. I'm stuck in this brain. I'm stuck in this body. She had a choice and she made it. And I think she made the right decision. Back towards the middle of October, she told me that she was thinking about separating now that I was out of the surgery and now that I was nice and healthy. We talked about it and decided that she should take a break in November, which she did. She was gone for about 3 weeks, and about 2 weeks into that, she called up and said that she had made her decision, that she wanted things to be a more permanent change, and that we should start moving in that direction. And obviously that hurts because I wanted us to work. I wanted to make it work, but I couldn't argue with the fact that we just weren't working and things weren't the way they were supposed to be or the way that either of us wanted it to be or the way that we deserved it to be. So I was in accordance and in agreement, and we started moving in that direction. So just last week, we spent the week together. Me, her, and her mom were here. We packed up our stuff. We sat down with a mediator. We got everything hammered out. We filed the papers, and in about 30 days, we're going to be completely done. And, you know, we're just going to move on from there as exes. I guess that's what we already are. I mean, the ring is off. We're Facebook official, and it's over. The good news is we've been very amicable during this period of time. We've been very friendly and very kind. We're still talking on the phone every day. We're still texting each other. We're still interested in each other's lives. We're very eager to become friends, and we're still helping each other out. And for those of you who are worried about, you know, anything stupid like financial issues or something like that, we did it according to law. But at the end of the day, she was very, very kind and very, very generous to me in ways she absolutely did not have to be. And me and my wife know that we're both going to get a lot of hate for this stuff. I'm stuck here, and you guys can hate on me all you want and say whatever you want to. Fortunately, my wife doesn't have to have a social media presence, so she's pretty much gone. Her YouTube channel, her Twitter, they're just gone. She's just done using them. So, you know, if you want to hate on anybody, don't bother with her. Hate on me. You're not even going to be able to reach her, so target me all you want. Call me whatever names you want. But I want to preemptively talk about some of the hate I've already seen as these rumors circulated, and as I've talked about it on Twitter a little bit. No, my wife is not a gold digger or anything like that. When we first met and we moved in together, I was drawing disability, maybe earning a couple of $100s a month for YouTube. It took me 4 years of living with her and her helping me reorganize my brain and my body and my life until we started making anything that resembled real money. She married me at a time where I was barely making as much as she was with her full-time job. So the idea is absurd. And she's a woman with a degree with a lot of earning potential. So I think it's just absurd to think of her that way. And I really hope people don't. And no, no one ever cheated. Certainly not me. But neither did she. She wouldn't even have the opportunity to. We were together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But more importantly, she's just not that kind of person. She takes monogamy very seriously, and she knew how I feel about it, and it's something she simply would not have done. And I promise you, right up to the day that we filed papers, and probably even since then, she has been as loyal as they come. And I trust and believe her, and I trust her for the rest of my life moving forward. And don't get me wrong, I know why people like to invent these stories because this is just boring. It's just horribly boring. It's as simple as it comes. It's two people who loved each other very, very much, who tried really, really hard to make it work. But in the end, due to compatibility issues, due to my broken brain and my broken body and her sensitive nature, we just couldn't make it work. And, I don't think either of us regret the 7 years we spent together. I definitely don't regret a second of it, and I don't think she does either. But that doesn't mean we should continue doing it moving forward. It means we should do what's best for ourselves, and that's just what we're doing. As boring as that is, that's all the drama there is. This video won't go viral because there's nothing juicy or exciting here. It's just two people who admitting when it's over, and there we go. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, I'm going to presume that you're worried about me, and I want you to know that you shouldn't be. I am mentally healthier than I've ever been in my life, and I've handled this way better than I ever thought I could. I'm physically healthier than I've ever been in my life, and I know a lot of people were afraid that this was going to throw me off track and I wouldn't lose weight. Well, I've lost a ridiculous amount of weight. You guys know that I was in a plateau between like months 2 and 3. Well, I busted that plateau. I lost 20 pounds in 23 days between 2 doctor's visits. I'm about to hit that 400 mark for the first time. I'm very serious about my health. I'm very serious about my diet. And this has made me more serious about it because I'm being forced to be more active as I take care of myself, as I take care of the house, as I take care of my dog, as I take care of my business. I'm in and out of the car several times a week. I'm driving places. I'm doing everything, by myself. And then on top of that, I do have plenty of friends here in the area who are more than glad to help. I still have my roommate who lives with me, and he's been taking very good care of the things that I've not been able to find time to do. I've got friends coming over 3 or 4 nights a week to keep me company and to make sure that I'm in a good mood. We're planning new experiences. We're planning trips to take. We're just doing new stuff and doing stuff I've never done before and keeping myself busy by playing good games and watching good movies and concentrating on work and concentrating on the house and keeping busy. And yes, of course, therapy. I've talked with a therapist once already. I plan to move into therapy again moving forward to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. So I'm going to be okay. In fact, I'm healthier now today and dealing with this bad stuff today better than I would have a year ago with good news. I'm doing better today with bad news than I would have been a year ago with good news because my brain and my body are better than they've ever been, and I love it, and I'm excited for it, and I just can't wait to keep pushing forward to becoming the new me. And this is a transition here because of the changes I'm going to make to the business and the changes I'm making to my body and the changes I'm going to make to my surroundings and my home and everything else. This is just one more thing to change. And to say that I wasn't prepared for this would be absurd because they mentioned many, many times to me in support groups and elsewhere that this surgery and the recovery from it is really, really hard on a marriage. And that's not why we failed or anything close to it, I think. But it did play some factor. But I knew going in, 85% of marriages fail after the surgery within the first 2 years. I mean, I hate that we're a statistic, but now we are. And if you're worried about Des, don't be. I'm not going to go into her personal details because that's something she definitely does not want me to do, and I think it's the wrong thing to do. But I can say that she is surrounded by friends and family who are going to take very good care of her. She's a strong, independent woman who will take care of herself very well moving forward. And on top of that, if she ever needs help, we're friends. We're going to stay friendly, and I'll be here to help her anytime she ever needs. And she knows that. So you don't have to worry about her. You don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry at all. We're going to be okay. As scared as I am, and as hurt as I am, and as confused as I am, I have as much hope as anything. I'm looking forward to the future where I have new experiences and I meet new people and I do new things in a brand new body, in a brand new brain, and reinventing and recreating myself and just being whoever I'm meant to be. And I just watched Star Wars, and you've probably heard it in the trailer, but Kylo Ren says, he says, "Kill, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. It's the only way to become the person you're meant to be." And I have a lot of stuff in my past that I need to kill, and I don't know if I should be listening to Kylo Ren, but it makes a lot of sense here, and that's something I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to put all of this stuff behind me, the anxiety disorder and the child abuse and the PTSD and the eating disorder and everything else, and rebuild who and what I am from the ground up. And I'm so excited and so hopeful for it, even if it's terrifying. Everybody has their midlife crisis, and I guess this is mine, but I got to tell you, I'm not worried because I sucked at being married, and I sucked at being happy because it was new to me. But this I'm used to. This feels like home. You know, this is where I prosper. So I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon.